We had been, earlier this year, we did a very long Dr. Seuss unit, and then after that we were talking about MOV001, the pigeon. So we sort of thought we'd combine them a little bit for the first part of our show, for our play, called The Pigeon Finds a Bus to Whoville. So maybe you guys can see if you can find all the Dr. Seuss, or listen for all the Dr. Seuss references in our show. All right, so here we go. Once upon a time, there was a pigeon. She lived in Philadelphia and loved to eat whatever people in the city mistakenly dropped. She wasn't a picky eater. She enjoyed flying around Clark Park, and she dreamt of becoming a SEPTA bus driver. One day she was strolling near the Penn Children's Center when, to think, she saw on Walnut Street some star-bellied sneetches, and she asked them,
"Have you seen a bus?" "Where the sneetches at the beaches? We don't know where the bus is."
As the sneetches left, the pigeon decided to walk on Locust Walk toward the button when she noticed a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. And she asked them,
"Have you seen a bus?"
Since, of course, the pants had nobody inside them, they could only shrug and run off. The pigeon thought perhaps she would find someone at the button who could help. She arrived to find her friends, Nick and Sally, there. They were so excited to see each other. And Nick and Sally asked,
"Where are you going?" "To find a bus. We saw one by the bookstore."
Sally and Nick went home, and the pigeon continued on what was turning out to be a rather long journey to find a bus. She arrived at the bookstore to find not a single bus, but a smallish or oldish sort of a man. And the pigeon asked him,
"Have you seen a bus?"
because she wanted to drive it.
"Because I want to drive
And
it."
the Lorax said,
"I'm going to make Bigfoot a bus driver. Do you have a driver's license?" "No." "Then you may not drive it."
and with that, the Lorax was gone. Though disappointed, the pigeon was not one to be defeated and left to head to the Drexel Fountain. As she was crossing the Troll Bridge, she saw a rather silly cat wearing a tall striped hat and his two friends. They introduced themselves to the pigeon.
"Have you seen a bus?"
No. Well, the cat and Thing 1 and Thing 2 started to do a silly dance. And the pigeon liked their dance, but she still wanted to find a bus. But they interrupted her by attempting to juggle with each other. And the pigeon said, "Wait, I still need a bus." But they interrupted a second time by bringing out a hula hoop. The pigeon was looking very frustrated by now, so she said a little bit louder. So she asked them just a little bit louder.
"Can you please find me a bus? Do you know what bus is?" "No. We don't know."
The cat, Thing 1 and Thing 2, ran away, leaving the pigeon looking more frustrated than ever. However, she still wasn't ready to give up just yet. Ahead was the fountain, and two furry, green, tall kind of people. It was the Grinch, luckily for the pigeon after his heart had grown 3 sizes larger, and his brother.
No.
And the pigeon asked them,
"Have you seen a bus?"
they were in a hurry, so they pointed in the direction of the Penn Children's Center. The Grinch and his brother went on their way, and the pigeon was starting to feel a little tired by now. But she knew she was so close to the bus and was able to persevere. She continued to walk and walk and walk until suddenly she bumped into something. Could it really be? Had she actually bumped into a real stop sign? Bus stop sign? The pigeon was so excited she began to do a happy dance because she knew where there's a bus stop, there most surely will soon be a bus. And she was right. At that very moment, bus number 200 heading to Whoville was pulling up.
Oh.
We're gonna get run over.
All the passengers were so excited. But the bus driver seemed a little bit in a hurry, so she quickly got off the bus. And she said to everyone at the bus
I
stop,
know I'm trying.
they said they would not let anyone drive the bus. However, though the bus driver clearly stated no one else was to drive the bus, the pigeon didn't always follow the exact direction and was determined to drive that bus. So she asked the passengers,
Please let me drive the bus. No! I'll be your best friend. No! I'll only be gone 5 minutes. No!
the pigeon was very disappointed that her persuasive skills weren't convincing the passengers to change their minds, and she was out of ideas until the passengers said,
Look there.
this got the pigeon thinking, and she said, hey. And she had an idea. All right, can everyone take a bow? So this concludes our...
Yay!
So we want to introduce our cast. Today, guys, the pigeon was played by Laura Rosenbach. The speeches were played by Jarius, Leonard Wu, Justin Wu, and Chelsea Ogwa. To the front, guys. Go to the front. The pale green pants were played by Tyler Lieber. Sally was played by Mackenzie Fisher. Nick was played by Oliver Jackson. The Lorax was played by Ben Ivanopoulos. The cat was played by Matthew Vidal. Thing 1 was played by Jordy Stein. Thing 2 was played by Lawrence Jung. The Grinches were played by Evie Shue and Tyler Lieberman. Our bus driver was played by Chelsea Ogwa. The passengers at the bus stop were Talia Kasner, Levi DeGroff was our fill-in, Maya Lubart, Max Greenbaum, Ella Burton, and Matthew Vidal. And Justin, Mackenzie, Oliver, and Leonard. Good job.
Think about
Okay.
it.
Good job. Yay.
Alright guys, so now we're going to move on to our second portion of the play. It's a poem, and it's adapted from the book Oh the Places You'll Go, but there's a couple changes.
And it's by Dr.
And it's right there. And it is by Dr. Seuss.
Sing it.
We're all singing.
Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You are you. That is true and true. There is no one. You put it down. That is you and you. I'm laughing. Brains in your head.
love you, sweetheart.
Mr. needs to help us with that. Oh, hey, Mr. Nathan.
Hi. That was a big hug from Laura. Sorry about the camera.
Is in the orange one right near me? Hey, sweetheart, near me right there. Right near me.
Yeah, his sister used to be in your class.
That's the program that says all your names and all the order of all the plays. Here.
I love your mustache.
And who
think I'm throwing mine that way.
play a costume?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody who played one part.
I like it the way that you pop, I like it the way that you pop, with your hands. Hey. I like it the way that you pop, I like it the way that you pop with your mouth. Again. Hey, Mr. Nigger Popper, boppity bop. I like it the way that you boppity bop. I like it the way that you boppity bop. I got a band-aid when I do that. And there's a cut in here.
Okay, honey.
We're
That's
going
okay.
to go on to the next song. It's the button song, and it's in your program. This is the
Button
sing-along
song.
and
Button
we
song, you know button
Yeah, you taught it to me.
Yeah, I taught it. I taught it to you.
Taught to Eddie too.
it's a tongue twister.
I need Terry's something.
Okay, Rocky,
Everyone you can sing along too.
everybody sing like you're ready for the button song.
Button song.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. My name is
Joe. I work at a button factory. I work very hard, as you can see. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. Well, can you push this button with your hand? My name is Joe. I work at a button factory. I work really hard, as you can see. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. Well, can you push this button with your other hand? My name is Joe. I work at a button factory. I work really hard, as you can see. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. Well, can you push this button with your foot? My name is Joe. I work at a button factory. I work very hard, as you can see. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. Well, can you push this button with your other foot? My name is Joe. I work at a button factory. I work very hard, as you can see. So hard. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. Well, can you push this button with your head? My name is Joe. I work at a button factory. I work very hard, as you can see. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, no. Well, can you push this button with your tongue? My name is Joe. I work at a button factory. I work very hard, as you can see. One day my boss said, Joe, are you busy? I said, yeah.
So much for
Come here.
coming out. It's actually a little bit earlier than we thought.
Come sit.
But we're going to have some refreshments. We will serve to sort of help hopefully speed up the process. Thank you so much for coming out. We really hope you went